Congressman, what's happening? It seems like our intelligence community and really on the border of law enforcement. So, FBI, Secret Service, what's happening in those upper echelons? Because it certainly, I used to feel like, man, we never missed a thing. And now I just feel like, with multiple attempts, with investigations where it feels like the FBI followed something and then walked away to know that a school shooter was on their list and they dismissed it, and a year later we have a problem. I mean, what's happening there? Are we starting to bring some accountability back in that? How did that get loose, and how did that slip?
Well, I think this is kind of late stage DEI symptoms of upper management taking hold, right? I mean, if you allow DEI to persist and you don't promote based on merit, but you promote based on, how many women you have to have and how many left-handed Eskimos you have to have, how many people 3 feet tall, who knows what crazy boxes we have to check. But it gets away from the fundamental American value that merit ought to drive people's advancement. And the other thing is that, like what you just described, makes people less safe because it erodes the air of invincibility. Like you used to think nobody's ever going to get anywhere near a president or a presidential candidate, that you'll be taken out by the Secret Service before you're even in the vicinity. And now you're able to see that this guy was able to lay in wait outside of President Trump's golf club in hopes of getting a shot at him. And how are we not getting into these devices? This guy had 6 cell phones. I want to know what was on them. The crooks had apps that were connecting him to foreign databases and foreign servers. What was that all about? And you wonder whether or not they don't want to reveal some of the worst features of this investigation before the election. And that troubles me because you got to get to the truth despite optics. And our service of those optics is making Trump less safe. Here's another point that I've heard from some of the rank and file guys in Secret Service, that when they ask for more protection for Trump and a more robust detail, they think they're getting denied because the upper levels who don't like Trump don't want him to look authoritative and strong and ascendant and powerful. And so for the sake of the look and their political bias, I mean, they could tear this country apart by leaving this guy vulnerable to being killed.
Wow.
Well, it is true because they're more worried about the optics than they are about the actual protection, and that's really sad.
It's sick. It's sick. I don't want anything bad to happen to Harris or Biden or any of the people I disagree with, and I would want them fully protected. I would be devastated if something happened to one of our leaders, even if it was someone I disagree with all the time, because then you're not America anymore.
Right.
You start to look like some third world country.